Hi there, we're really moving along here, so let's take the next step on our journey on the guitar here. We already know the first two strings that you're looking at down here, so it's as you look at the guitar, this is the sixth and the fifth string. And as we know from before, either from the mnemonic or from the tuning of the guitar on the tuner, which will display the notes. But as you remember, one of the mnemonics was Eddie ate dynamite, goodbye Eddie. So Eddie ate, which would be E and A. Okay, so we're just learning the strings for now. Okay, we'll get to the frets later. So E, A, and D. So we're going to move on to D string next. Okay, and that is your fourth string. Okay, so your sixth is E, your fifth is A, and your fourth is D. Okay, just like we tuned the A string, when we know we have the E in tune, we can use the tuner to do that. We can continue with the tuner and do all the strings, or we could go use the tuner to get your E, and then fret on the fifth fret of the E and play the A open, and they should be the same. So you do the same for the D. Now you fret on the fifth fret of the A string, which is the fifth string, and you play the D, which is the fourth string, open, and they should sound the same. So in essence, this string here, if we were to go from this string to the next string, it's 5 frets higher in tone. If we were going to go from this string, the fifth, to the fourth string, it's another 5 frets in tone, right? Let me go over that one more time. If we were to go from the sixth string to the fifth, we are going up 5 frets. There's a 5 fret difference between this string and this one. Okay? Same thing is for the A to the D, because you're tuning to the fifth fret again. So this string, the fifth string, if we wanted to go to the D, we're going 5 frets higher. Right? So remember when I talked about satisfaction, and we could do 7 7, right, and then 7 9 10. Now we could do the same, exactly the same notes on the A string, but because it's 5 frets higher, then we play like it's a 5 frets tone higher, then we play 5 frets lower. Oops. So the same thing applies to the D. So if we were to do this run, let's just change keys, okay? We're going to do a completely different key, and we did this, right? We're still doing 7 9 10, but now we're doing it on the A string. We can now do the same notes on the D string, which again is 5 tones, 5 frets higher. So we can do the same thing starting on the second. So instead of 7 9 10, we can do 2 4 5. So here's where we start employing a little bit more on the chording. Here is your power chord of your E. We know that that is E, okay? So if we hit the next string 2 frets higher and play them both together, we're playing an E power chord, okay? If I was to do the same thing, but now I'm not picking this one and this one, I'm actually picking this one, the fifth and the fourth, Okay, those two, 5th and the 4th. Now if I fret on the D string now, on the 2nd fret, and play the A string open, I'm now playing an A power chord. Okay, so again, the lower note tells you what that power chord is. In this case, it's the 5th open, which is A, and then the next string up 2 frets higher gives you the power chord. So here's the shuffle we talked about, but now we're going to do an actual chord progression using the same shuffle. Here it is. Again, it was this beat, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 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 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now do the same thing, but play these 2 strings. This one here and that one. 5 and 4. And you get this. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and 1. So again, we landed and stopped on the number, not the and, right? So let's go back and do that one more time. 2, 4, 5, 4, 2, 4, 5, 4, 2, 4, 5, 4, switch strings. 2, 4, 5, 4, 2, 4, 5, 4, switch back. 2, 4, 5, 4, and 2, and 4, and 5, and 4. Now the numbers I'm calling out there obviously are the frets, okay? Now remember, this is the chord, right? And if we move down to the next 2 strings, this is the chord. So this is an A, or sorry, this is an E, and this is an A. These other things that we're doing are basically rhythmic devices, rhythmic tools if you want, and basically they give you that sort of feel. They are chords in themselves, but they are a little bit more than just straightforward major chords, and we'll go over what that is later. So again, and you might be seeing me changing my fingers from going from my first finger to second to third. Sometimes I'm just going from first to third and sliding it back and forth. And basically you're just going to have to experiment. It's very subjective on how you do that. But as long as you're getting the notes, that's the point. Anyways, have fun with that, and we'll see you at the next module.